What was the full name of my spouse? Was Cleophas Driver.
Mm.
His siblings or my siblings?
Good question.
My siblings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I had, I don't know why you want to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The oldest one was named Arlucus, that was a boy, and then there was a girl Eder, and one boy Alexander, and then there were a set of twins, Alvin and Elton, and after Alvin and Elton came Alexander, Lee Allen. Lee Allen. Then came Alonzo Jr. That was Leonard. Then me, Annie Pearl. Then Thelma. And then Samuel. And then Joe Lewis. And the youngest one was Olitha. Maurice Olitha. What was it like when
Whoa.
I don't want to comment on that. When did you meet my spouse? I just told you I met my spouse on the fourth Sunday in May. What did you do on a date? I didn't have dates. My dates consisted of my boyfriend coming to the house, and we had a special room, like a parlor, where we entertained company, and we would go sit in that room, and we would talk, and that's all, until time for him to leave, and then he would get up and go home. That was my date. That was my courting days.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that very much. That's the reason why I got married early.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like when he proposed to me? Well, he sent me a letter and told me that he wanted to marry me. That was his proposal to me. And of course, I didn't accept it right away, but that's the way he proposed to me. It happened after he had been coming to see me for about a year. And how did I feel? I felt like I wanted to get away from home, and that was a good chance for me to get away from home. That's how I felt. Oh, where did you get married? Oh, I got married in the county courthouse. We went downtown to the county courthouse, and we went into this room where there was a bunch of hillbillies sitting around the stove with mud on their shoes and high-top boots and blue jeans, and they were smoking pipes and chewing tobacco, spitting in cups. The justice of the peace was in there. They were in his office, and he read the vows to us, and that's where I got married. Got married and left there, and my husband had a home that he had prepared to take me to. It was a 2-bedroom cottage, a 1-bedroom cottage, and a kitchen. And that's where he took his bride to. But he did own that. He wasn't renting it. He owned it. 25 acres of land down in the country. So when I married, you would consider me having married well off. For those times, okay? He was a veteran, of course. That's where I got married. And I got married in 1949 on Groundhog Day, February the 2nd. February the 2nd. That would stand out most about my wedding day, I guess. Well, was the fact of how I got married. Oh, this part I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. I eloped and got married. I was supposed to have been going to school that morning. However, my mom knew that I was going to get married, but she didn't know I was going to get married that day because he had asked my mom. I wouldn't let him ask my dad because I knew my dad was going to say no, and I was going to do it anyway. So he did ask my mom, and my mom said, "You can marry her, but you must promise me that she would finish school. She finished high school," and he did. He said, "Well, she can continue to go on to school." So I got up that particular morning after we had set the date to get married, and I dressed in my pretty little blue dress that I had bought. That was my Sunday dress, and I put on my best coat, and I had some high heel shoes. Believe it or not, I don't know why in the world. I just thought I was grown. I guess I had some high heel shoes, and they were blue suede shoes, and I put them under my arm, under my dress, under my coat. And I took my books in my hand, and I got in that back end of that truck. My dad had picked up children in the community and took them from the rural roads on up to the highway where we get on the bus and go into Fayetteville, Tennessee, to the high school. So I got on that bus with all that under my arm, got off of the bus. When we got to school, went into school and put the books down, walked right back out the door and went downtown to the courthouse because he told me that he was going to meet me there. Now, we didn't have telephones to communicate at what time he was going to be there. So I went down there and I waited from about 8 o'clock until about 12 o'clock, sitting down there waiting on him to come so we could get married. And of course he did come, and we said our vows. And then he took me back home to my mama's house when we knew a time when my daddy wasn't going to be there. And I packed my little things up, and my mama gave me my little hope chest, and we went away to my little cottage. And never more, but I ain't gonna tell you the rest of it. That's enough. Oh my goodness. That's my wedding day. That's what I remember about my wedding day. Now, how would I describe my spouse? He was a young man that had been into armed forces, but he didn't know nothing either. He didn't know no more than I did about nothing, except he had good work ethics, and he wanted to get married. He was a nice, kind, mannerable, respectable gentleman. He really, really respected people, and he respected me. He was just a good man. He didn't have no bad habits. He didn't smoke liquor and smoke cigarettes. He didn't drink liquor and smoke cigarettes and chew tobacco.
She didn't catch that.
You didn't hear that? He didn't drink liquor, smoke cigarettes, chew tobacco.
Mhm.
You know what chewing tobacco is?
Yeah.
He didn't do any of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what did I admire about him most? No, he was kind, and he was clean, a very neat man. He had his own car. That was something to stand out. He had a big car, Oldsmobile, and he kept it clean and shiny and neat. Why did you choose your children's name? The first one was Cleophas Jr. The next one was the boy was named. I wanted him to be named after me, after my name and his dad's name. But that didn't happen. Somehow I liked the name Christopher. I got that off of the radio. Somebody on the radio was named Christopher, and I liked Christopher. And I thought Curtis would be the middle name. So I said C.C. Driver, Christopher Curtis Driver. That's how I chose his name. My proudest moment of a parent, I don't really know. Each time I gave birth to a child, it was a proud moment to me. But after having two boys first, then I had a girl. My proudest moment of a parent, I guess, was when one of them finished college. Each step towards an education was a proud moment for me, but when they finished college, that was the ultimate for me, that I'd gotten one through college. And each one of them did that, of course. Tell me when you're ready.
All right, we ready?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh, what did my family enjoy doing together? We enjoyed playing games together at home. We enjoyed outings. We enjoyed going to picnics. We enjoyed going to church. And we enjoyed going to visit other family members. It was a family thing for us. We didn't take many vacations, but when we did, it was to the family, visit some family members. Early in life, I would have been a nurse. That was my choice. I wanted to be a nurse, and then I wanted to be a missionary. I wanted to be a nurse, and I wanted to travel and be a missionary. I didn't want to be no preacher because my daddy was a preacher, but my mama said I could be a teacher. I could be a missionary. I didn't do that either. I got married early, and I had babies. Of all the other things you learn from your parents, which do you feel was the most valuable? Honesty and hard work. Those were the things that saved me and have brought me this far. Do unto others as you have them do to you. Having a religious or spiritual guidance in my life is what brought me this far. And it's what's going to take me on out of here. Now, what accomplishment were you most proud of? That I did 20 plus years and was able to retire. That's the most, that's it. That made me self-sufficient, that I was able to retire and take care of myself. I guess that's the thing that I'm most proud of this day and time, for me. What is the one thing you most want people to remember about me? I never thought about that. But if I were to be remembered for anything, I would like for it to be remembered that I loved people, I loved my family, and most of all, I love God. May not act like it all the time, but I do. I fear Him.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's not much to be said, but I hope that's it.